Emirates 24/7.
Lots coming up for Wednesday night.
Think Science. We show you the UAE's latest move to cultivate a new generation of Emirati scientists.
Plus, healthy feedback. Dubai residents now have a new way to name and shame for health insurance providers.
And prices plummet. $136.5 billion are temporarily wiped off U.S. stock markets after hackers sent a fake tweet about explosions in the White House.
But first, only 1/5 of students are opting to study for scientific degrees in the UAE. But officials are concerned how the country will meet its growing demands for the aerospace, energy and IT industries.
That's why they've hosted the UAE's largest ever science fair in the country this week, with the hope of bringing the nation's youth together with industry leaders to better understand the opportunities that exist in the market today.
Our reporter June Wrigley went to check out some of the best projects on display that included everything from a solar charging laptop battery to how to make the airline industry more fuel efficient.
Innovative young minds from across the Emirates descended on Dubai to showcase their latest science experiments at this year's Think Science Fair. But these aren't just any science projects. Every single one has been designed in response to meet the UAE's local needs.
The basic idea behind our project is to show the effects of methane gas on the environment, and especially on oil-producing countries like UAE. That gas is produced in large amount. The impact of methane gas on the environment is like the temperature is increased like really high, from like 23 degree to like 30 degree in really like 40 minutes of time. As well as you find that the chicks are like their movement is much decreased, and like the chirping sound is much more less than it was. Also, we found in the plants they turn to brittle. The solution was that we should use some chemicals, or like we may use activated charcoal or some stones that may stick the methane gas to its surface, and it will not let it to go to the near environment.
Our project is solar laptop charger for students in colleges and schools. We came up with this idea since we're students in Applied Technology High School. We use laptop for studying, and we don't own the class because we move around. We can't stay in one class and put our charger for charging, so we built this solar laptop charger. The advantage of it, because it's less pollution, renewable energy, and we have the sun always there in UAE, and we can use it everywhere. There's no plug, no wires.
And there's nothing like a little competition to drive innovation. Winners of the fair will have the chance to take up internships with private companies.
We're seeing that too many young people these days don't understand the applicability of science and technology, nor necessarily the work opportunities for them, the career opportunities. And that's a shame, because the UAE's future growth is likely going to depend on industrial sectors that are very much dependent on talent that is scientific and technological. So really the purpose of today's event is twofold. On the one hand, we want to bring young people here to help them understand that science and technology can be inspiring, can be innovative, can be fun, and it can be applied. On the other hand, we brought our partners from the private sector who need technological and scientific talent in their business to connect them to these young people. So we really want to help young people understand what is the career opportunity in science and technology, and help the businesses understand that we have some great talent here locally in the UAE.
But some students are already ripe with motivation and hoping to not only win the fair, but to also transform their ideas into real projects.
Working across the aerospace and aerodynamics, we have brought few changes to the structure of the aircraft, the physical structure of the aircraft. The conventional design has an angle separation of 90 degrees between the vertical and the horizontal stabilizers, alright? So our proposed design states that if you increase the 90 degrees further to 120 degrees, it creates symmetrical structure to the aircraft, the rear structure of the aircraft. So by this, we're providing it more balancement. So this increases the aircraft, the range of the aircraft while it's cruising at the maximum altitude.
Currently, only 20% of students in the UAE take up studying science, but in the future, the UAE will need thousands of scientists and innovators, particularly in the private sector in areas such as aerospace, energy, and information technology. Today, interest levels may be low in the sciences, but that doesn't mean the pioneering spirit isn't there.
As a university professor, I'm really impressed with the quality of the product I've seen. I've seen some very innovative ideas. I've seen some really enthusiastic students and passionate about presenting their work, and this is, or actually the last two is a very important component for the student. About the quality of the project that I've seen, I can definitely safely say that these projects can compete at an international level.
The number of youth taking up science in the UAE is still relatively low, but through competitions like Think Science, organizers are hoping to demonstrate the applicability of science not only to everyday life, but to raise awareness about future career opportunities. This competition clearly shows that originality and innovation are abundant among UAE youth and just waiting to be tapped. June Wrigley, Emirates 24/7.
Definitely a great platform for some of the region's brightest young minds to meet some of the biggest companies. Thanks, June. It is time now for a break, but don't go anywhere. We'll find out why it could be another 3 years until every worker in Dubai has health insurance.
Plus,